What's up, everybody? It's your boy LiffGodd. We are out here in Vegas right now. I'm with the homie Josh. He's over there. His knee's all injured and shit. Yeah, this one's going to be quick. We're going to do our fight breakdowns. We're going to the fights today. We're about to go to the UFC X. So, yeah, we're going to just do the main three fights, the top three fights on the main card. It's been a crazy week out here so far in Vegas. We've done some cool interviews. Those will obviously be out as well, too. With Cody Garbrandt, Philly Fresh. So, yeah, I look forward for you guys to watch that. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. So, yeah, let's break down these fights. I'm going to tell you guys who I think is going to win, and we'll be back with the video later on. Me and Josh will sit down after the fights and go over our thoughts about the fight. It's my first time going to an actual UFC fight itself. I've been to Bellator, a bunch of local ones, so I'm pretty excited. So, let's get right into it. First fight. We got the main event. We got Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. I don't know if you see the man on the street yet, but so much people said Volkanovski, and so much people fucked up their name. It was the funniest thing in the world. But yeah, we got two guys. The crowd, there's so much people out here for Yair. It's pretty crazy to see. The crowd goes crazy for him and Moreno. When we were outside, like, I guess Yair's family was outside the T-Mobile Arena just going absolutely nuts. So, I mean, he definitely has a huge fan base. Obviously, there is Volk fans as well out here, too. We saw Dan Hooker at Encore, We saw their coach there as well, too. So that was pretty cool. But there's a ton of Volk shirts out everywhere. So it's an even matchup, I think, with the fan base out here. So it's going to be pretty insane, I believe. Here's why I think Alexander Volkanovski is going to win this fight. I do think Yair has a pretty good chance if this fight's on the feet. He is very fast. He surprised. I mean, he's always been good, but when he fought Max Holloway, some of the shit he threw, the kicks, all that type of stuff, was very impressive. So his striking's top-notch, but also Volkanovski, as we know, is very top-notch with his striking. His position, his feints, him being able to switch stances and shuffle out, all that type of stuff is literally top level. That's why he's ranked, right towards the top, number one, number two in the world, not just in his featherweight division. He's good at everything. So I think the striking is pretty even, but I do think Yair is going to have a speed advantage, and I do think creativity-wise, Yair has an advantage of that. What I see happening, though, is I think Volkanovski is going to take advantage of the grappling in this fight. As we all know, Volk used to be big. We all know that he's very strong and he can grapple because you look at the thing what he did with Islam. I think for Volk, he might strike with Yair in the beginning, try and land some body shots, I think, low kicks to kind of slow down Yair, and then I think we're going to see him start to implement his grappling. Yair's tough. He's very, very tough. I don't see Volk over here like TKOing him or finishing him. What I think is going to happen, though, I think around like round 4, I think Volk is going to put so much pressure and land so much good shots, he will kind of wear out Yair. And towards the end, maybe take him down and either finish with a submission around 4 or 5, or he's going to finish off with the decision. Either way, I'm very excited for this fight. Yair looks good, bro. It would be cool to see Yair win. I don't know if it happens, but if this fight can stay as a striking fight, I mean, that puts his percentage of winning very high up. It'd be cool to see, too, It'd be cool to see Yair come back and win. So, that's for the first fight. Second fight, we got Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja. I think I'm saying his name right. I'm pretty sure I am. Pantoja, also very good. He showed us. They fought twice. One of the fights was only 2 rounds, and they are only putting, Moreno Pantoja 2. They're not no, you can't count that fight. It was an exhibition fight. And Brandon Moreno looks very good. He's obviously the champ. He had the 4 fights with Figgy. He finished that out. He came up on top with that one. What's crazy is when Brandon Moreno got cut from the UFC, it was after his loss, I believe, to Alexandre. So Alexandre's beat a lot of good people. He's fought a lot of good people. He's a finisher. He goes in there. He goes into fight. He can knock people out. He can submit them. He's very, very good. And in that last fight when he did fight Brandon, he kind of pieced him up and just beat him up the whole fight, right? I just think, Since then, Brandon Moreno has obviously improved, but he's improved immensely. He looks so good now. His boxing looks so good. His grappling's really good. He's a world-class fighter. He's the champ. He's the champ for a reason. I think personally we're going to see Brandon Moreno get his revenge, win this fight. I think Brandon Moreno, he can honestly win anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if he stopped Pantoja. I wouldn't be surprised if he submitted Pantoja, and I wouldn't be surprised if we seen him just beat him up all 5 rounds and win this fight. I won't be surprised either way. I think Pantoja, he's very good, he's very well-rounded, and he definitely has a shot to win this fight, and he is very skilled in all realms, the grappling, the striking, jiu-jitsu. But I think Brandon Moreno's just on a different level right now. He's been fighting. He fought Figgy 4 times, right? He fought Kai. Like, he's a beast, man. And I just think, I just don't know if he can lose right now. So I think Brandon Moreno's going to finally get his revenge. Crowd's going to go wild. They were already going wild at the weigh-ins for him and Yair. You saw a bunch of Mexican flags, cowboy hats everywhere. It was so sick, bro, to see everybody going so hard for him. So I got Moreno on that fight. Last fight we'll get in-depth breakdown for. We got Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis. I remember last time I was out here a year ago, I saw du Plessis in the hotel, and I was like, damn, this guy's big, bro. Like, he was a big dude. But when they did the face-offs and stuff, I was like, bro, Robert Whittaker is like the same exact size. So I was like, damn, I'm sure Robert Whittaker is the biggest fucking person too. Anyways, you can't. Just look at the resume on both of them. Du Plessis has beat some people, right? Beat a lot of good people. But it's always, to me at least, it always looks very sloppy. You know, he looks like he always gets tired. The thing that he has is power, so he's able to, do that. Power, knock someone out. With the Till fight, he took him down, was on top of him the whole time. Yeah, right? He's beat some good people. But we're talking about the Reaper here, Bobby Knuckles. Bobby Knuckles, the only person he's lost to is Izzy. Okay, he lost to Izzy twice. Second fight was a lot closer. Obviously, the first fight he got finished. So I don't see anybody beating Whittaker unless it's Izzy. And I feel like Dricus du Plessis, I think he's very confident. I think he will go in here and win. But like seeing all this stuff where he has trouble breathing and it gets exhausted fast, they're trying to work on that. Robert Whittaker is a machine, bro. He can just go full force. His striking is insane. The way that he can put together like his cross follow with his kick, all that shit, he's so good at it that I just don't see. The only way I can see du Plessis winning this fight is by knockout. I don't see him out grappling Whittaker, taking him down, controlling him. I don't see that. I think it'd be vice versa. I don't think his striking's better than Whittaker. I don't see the knockout happening. I see Robert Whittaker finishing him, honestly. I feel like Robert Whittaker he's so good anywhere. He'll win this fight anywhere, just like how I said Moreno. He either finish him on the feet, finish him on the floor, or he'll just beat him up all 3 rounds and win this decision. I don't see anybody beating Whittaker right now, unless like when these other people start coming up. There's new people, there's fresh blood in the middleweight division coming up. Who knows? But right now at the top, I don't see du Plessis winning this fight. Robert Whittaker, I think, is gonna take it. And I think, like, everybody agrees. We're at the weigh-ins, at the press conference. Every time du Plessis came up, it was the loudest boos I've ever heard in my whole entire life. No one likes him. Everybody's a Robert Whittaker fan. So I think everybody agrees with me in that one. And just going over quick, the last 2, we got Dan Hooker versus Jalen Turner. I think Dan Hooker's the underdog. If you like to bet on Dan Hooker. He's always game, bro. He always comes to fight. His striking is nasty. His grappling's good. I think this is a good fight for him. He did win his last one, but this one's a good fight for him. Another tall, lanky guy. Jalen Turner did miss weight as well, too. So who knows? It was, he probably had a really hard weight cut. Who knows how he's feeling today? Dan Hooker showed up, professional, made weight. This is a new era. We got that blonde tatted Dan Hooker. Just like how we had C-level Kane. We had Ubereem. Now we got blonde and yatted Hooker. So I think Hooker's going to take it. And then last but not least, we got Bo Nickel, Val Woodburn. Val Woodburn's like a 3-day notice guy. He's teammates with Phil Rowe, actually. He has some good finishes. He's a very powerful dude. You know, you're going up against Bo Nickel, though, who doesn't have that much experience. But, dude, it's hard. You can't. When anybody says it's hard to, like, go against, like, Bo, I mean, he has that wrestling background. He'll take down everybody. And just, I feel like these are one of the guys that it will be cool to see him when he gets up to that top level, see how he does against, like, a Robert Whittaker or something like that. But, yeah. Anyways, those are our fight picks, or my fight picks for the night. I got Volkanovski. I got Moreno. I think it's and still both ways. Robert Whittaker is going to win this fight as well. We got Dan Hooker and Bo Nickel. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell us who you think is going to win. I'm excited for this card. We're excited to be there. We're about to go to this fight expo, meet up with some people, and then go to the fights. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by.